Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a connections game, 16 clues, and we have to divide them into 4 connected groups of 4. Now we've got Pope, Bishop and Pastor, but unless Prior is also a church-related thing, I don't think that's actually going to be a group. That's a bit of a weird red herring. What else can Bishop, Pope and Pastor all refer to? I mean, I've heard of a priory, so maybe that is related to the church? I don't really know. We'll have to come back to it. What are we going to do instead? Pound beat. Oh, well. So pound and beat are to hit something, whereas throb, your head can be throbbing, your head can be pounding. So pound could go either way, to be fair. It could be to hit something or to feel like something is hitting you. I mean, pound, beat, bake, pump, preheat. They're things you do to an oven, aren't they? You preheat it, you bake something. What else would you do? Okay, pet shop. That has to be boys, because I can also see Hardy Boys. That's got to be a group, hasn't it? Beach Boys. Bad Boys? Bad Boys? What are you going to do? What are you going to do when they come for you? That is the group. Good. Oh, that's purple, so that's allegedly meant to be the most obscure group. That sometimes bodes well for the other groups, because if that's what they deem the hardest, that means there's nothing too obscure today, in theory. But at the same time, the fact that I haven't worked out what any of the other groups are yet doesn't bode well on its own. Right. What are we going to do instead? Frost is something you do with a cake, isn't it? You put frosting on it, you bake it, you preheat the oven, and then you pump the icing. I mean, pump icing, frost the icing, bake the... I'm not very confident about these 4, but they are to do with baking. What would the other 4 be? If it was these 4, it would be Bishop, Prior, Pastor, Pope, possibly. And that leaves us with race, beat, throb and pound. See, I think it's going to be pound, beat, throb and pump. But then race doesn't go in the frost bake group, does it? So that is confusing me. Let's just go for these 4. They don't fit with any of the others. They are just ecclesiastical titles. I thought they might be. I just didn't know Prior in that context. So, there's definitely a cake-making group, isn't there? And it feels like there's a throbbing pain, a pounding headache. I mean, it just feels like it's going to be pump and beat. And my mind is racing. Maybe that's a group. I mean, the other 4 are kind of to do with baking, because you beat the eggs, I suppose. So let's try these 4. They are the group. What a heart does when excited. Not your head, your heart. Oh, I think with my head, clearly too much. Your heart pounds, it pumps, it races, it throbs. Yeah, okay. That kind of makes sense. And then these 4 are verbs in a cake recipe, as I said. So I was almost exactly there with all of the groups. Well, I was almost exactly there with all of the connections. I was there with all the groups, which means it is a perfect connections game, because you don't actually need to know what the connections are. Let me know how you got on. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.